Somebody pray for me. It been that day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I mentioned in the last video that I need to wire in my headlight and my taillight on my Elite. Well, I think I'm just going to jump right into it and get started on it. Alright, so I started to go in on the harness a little bit and try to look at my options. And shortly after, I realized that I'm just missing so much on the scooter, and just like basically my whole front of the harness right here is chopped off, as you can see, and I was just having issues with it. So I hit up a boy. Where did I put it? I hit up a homie who sells moped parts through like the Facebook page. He told me he was gonna throw in a brake lever too, which he didn't. Kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie, but I did get the wire harness off him. But I was trying to get a rear brake lever for my Honda Elite scooter because it's missing one, and he did say he was gonna throw it in. It's not in the box, sadly, so I'm still on the hunt for a rear brake lever for this Honda, my 89.
Look at Ryuk in the window. What?
Bit still, yeah.
What's going on with it?
It's engaged it, bro. It's engaging too quickly.
Well, the Dio headset off. We're trying to figure out this wiring problem right now. I just need my headlight and taillight wired up, and just to make sure I can still go on the ride. So, got another harness here. I don't even know if I'm gonna end up using it. Try to bypass this real quick. All right, so we're MacGyvering it because I'm basically gonna run wires straight from the battery just up to the headlight for now, because I found out the clip that on this harness is cut is the key ignition. So I think a lot of the problem is that we're just not able to get any power through the harness because the key ignition isn't plugged in. So that's what we're going with right now. But we basically just cut the harness off the back of the Dio headset to find what's power to the headlight. And then we're just going to try to wire that to the battery. So if that's wired to the battery, then the battery should be going off the stator. Then it should be just fine, hopefully. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and wire in the tail now and do that one as well, just like that, and call it a day, because my wire harness is toast on this thing. But I also now have that extra harness, so eventually I'll go through and really make my harness legit. But I just didn't want to go through the whole thing of swapping this harness right now and then possibly having to cut my new harness right now to wire in my Dio headset. So I want to make sure when I have the right connectors and do it the right way. There it is, boys. Alright, so taillight and headlight are wired in right now, but took the stroker back apart because if you watched the last little ride me and Chuck went on, my spark plug cap pretty much just popped off twice, and the reason being was my mud flap fender was hitting right here, so I just had to cut a piece out. I'll show you that in a second, but to fix that issue. So there's a new spark plug on there because the last one, right where the threads are, was bent a little bit and had an engrave from just when my ass hits the suspension bottoms out on it. And yeah, so had to take it back off, but just cut that piece out. Makes it a little flimsy, but has to be done. So it's actually easier to take the gas tank out to get to those bolts in the back of the taillight. Otherwise you're trying to fight it from the side here and getting like 1/4 turn at a time. So alright, Elite's completely back together. I tried to fit my plastics on a little better this time, but I have all broken clips on the inside of here, so I had to run the zip tie piece.
The little clusters lit up. Boys, we lit up.
So on that ride, it was dying out, as you can tell, and I thought maybe the spark plug was the issue again, but I just found this wire in here. I can't even see it now, but it looks like a wire like from a stator type connector, and I think it was rubbing on the mount right here, because there was an exposed spot, and I think it was grounding out the spark maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and try that because I just started it up and it revved 100% different. Like, that might have been the issue. We're about to try it right now. First, I thought we ran out of gas because I was low on gas. I knew before I rode, but it wasn't that because it wasn't cutting straight out. It was just like weirdly sputting. I was about to pull off the carb and clean the carb out, and then when I looked inside there and I saw that. So let's go see if that was it real quick.
I think we fixed it. I'm so glad I found that before I started digging into the carb. I just so happened to look up and see it. Okay.
Now I gotta rehang my plastic back on there, but I'm glad that was the issue, boys. Here's that plug right here. This red and black wire. I'm not even sure what it goes to, but I know it's part of the main harness right here. So, as you can see, I wrapped some tape around it. Probably gonna put a little bit more and tuck that up in there. So, it was grounding out right there, and that was the issue. That's it. We got front lights, rear lights. This thing's pretty much ready to go riding. So, like I said, if you guys didn't already know, this weekend is the Scooter Swap Shop ride. Oh, actually, it might be past by the time you're watching this. Anyways, Dio's dialed. A lot of riding coming soon. Stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.